Hello and welcome to the Nixie Acolyte Talk Show. I'm your host, Austin Elster, the Prime Minister of the Queendom of Nix. How are y'all doing today? Well, today is the first day of a normal talk show today. So I would like to make an apology, y'all, about missing yesterday. It's not really because I missed yesterday. I did get the video recorded, but when I was recording it in the other room, it was very laggy. The screen was messing up. My voice wasn't going in all the way. It was weird. I don't know what was wrong. It was a big technical problem, and I don't know what was wrong with it. So because of that, I did not upload it yesterday. So the baseball game did not get recorded, and that means everything that I said also didn't get recorded. So I'll go ahead and bring up what I said yesterday on that recording. Yesterday was the Taylorberry Bulldogs versus the Overton Railroaders. The oh dear, who won that game? Let's see. Hold on. I actually know this. Give me 1 second. It was. Okay. Uh, it was the Railroaders that won 4-3 in the 5th inning. So congratulations, Overton Railroaders! Yay! Good job, team. The next game will for next week, it'll be the Linden Geese versus the Saskatchewan Foresters. So, anyways, back to the general topic. So the co-host, the Queen, told me to just do the practice games weekly instead of daily. So I mean, I guess that's okay with me. Make it easier on myself, all that stuff. Since I'm most of the time by myself doing a lot of stuff for the Queen of the Next movement. Disappointing, but I mean, it's something you got to do. I mean, if you're the only one working, then you're the only one working. I mean, it's what you got to do sometimes. I mean, I'm trying to get a citizen. You want to be a citizen? Please go into our website below and message us on there, or contact our email that'll be in the website, or contact our clerk's phone number that's also on the website, or you can go to our what else is there? I think that's it. No, Twitter or Facebook. Look us up. We are there. Message us if you want to be a citizen or if you want to be a supporter. So let us know, or let us know in the comments below, and that'll help us too. And we will get you set up. Okay, there's a lot of government positions that are open. We need ambassadors. We need more senators. We need more ministers. We need a lot of people. So if you want to be a citizen, please let us know, and we will get you set up as soon as possible. All right. So, without further ado, so that was for Thursday. So I apologize for all the technical issues. So I'm going to be doing the practice baseball games every week. So, um, that also means that that'll be. No, I've already lost my train of thought again. Anyway, let me scratch that. Other news. Nick's Delta broadcast should be back up and running next week, so you make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. Hit the bell and dislike, um, comment, discriminate, do whatever you want to that channel, as well as my channel. Okay, we'll take it all. We'll ask questions or answer questions that you might have, or any concerns you might have, all that stuff. So please subscribe to both our channels. We'll be appreciated. It'll help the cause very much. Oh, what else is there? There was something else. Oh, that's right. Today at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the Nixie Unicameral will have its 5th legislative session today. Since it's the Saturday to work on the legislative session, there's going to be 4 bills we're going to be working on today, maybe 5, depending on one of them. So yeah. So there's going to be 4 bills to be worked on today. One of the bills is regarding the dissolution of the Confederation of Nixon-Paliga. There's House Joint Resolution 1 regarding, I think, inactive citizens regulation. Yeah, it was that one. And like 2 other House bills that I'll also be working on that. I forgot what they were already. So I'll also be there. It's gonna be recorded and broadcasted on both the talk show and Nick's Delta broadcast. So that'll be fun. We will definitely get the unicameral session broadcasted. And regardless who broadcasts it first, at least it's getting broadcasted. So hopefully we will get the actual camera position this time for it to happen. We officially have a unicameral building now. It's the contract has officially been signed by the homeowner, so we now officially own the building on the meeting days only. So, and then once the meeting's done, the ownership goes back to the homeowner. So that's a good thing. We got it all signed. What else? Oh, I've managed to finish the neutral chord, so the neutral chord is finished. And I've actually finally posted it, so it's posted now. Now we're just waiting on other nations to even bother to look at it, which I doubt because ever since I've been on Twitter in the past week or two, there has been nothing but criticism and hating each other and Micronations dissolving over drama and, Ukraine this, Russia that. I'm just sick of it. So there's a good possibility the neutral courts might just have Nick. I guess Nick's is just the only neutral nation. So I guess Nick's cares about its people more than any other government, I guess. What else is there? Well, because of the neutral accords, since Nix is the official signatory of it, I've started an organization as the Prime Minister, the Union State Organization, for the sole purpose of trying to create a bigger centralized nation with other nations. So, and that, is the federation plan I mentioned, and I'm sure in my executive address, that we're going to form a federation nation. Balega is sadly not a signatory of it, but he will give us suggestions on how to help make it happen or whatever. And I'm sure he probably will join in the future, but just like all nations, they should worry about domestic issues first. Like Nix is. Nix is more concerned about domestic issues, as we could tell, more than the international issues. So that's why I'm not putting that much into the MAA. I mean, I'm definitely doing it now because the MAA does need to be worked on, but not as much to where it's a top priority. The USO in its creation is a very slow process project anyway, and I mean slow. I mean tippy-toe, not even taking the whole first step. I mean tippy-toe steps. Okay, so so right now there's only like 3 signatory nations. We got the Queen of Manix, which is us. We got the Constitutional Republic of Shadow Metropolis, and then we got the Begley Democratic Republic and Commonwealth as signatory members of the new federation plan. So right now we're still in discussion of it. We're trying to talk about it and such. The Queen approves of it. The neutral accord says that for Knicks to even consider merging with a nation or, becoming part of a nation or, either one, they technically count as the same thing. I have to get approval from the people. That's what the neutral accord says. I have to get approval from the people. So, and the people alone, it says. So, that's why I'm handing out surveys to our citizens. What else is there? There's only 5 or 6 citizens that are actually inactive and that don't really do anything for us at all. Like they haven't communicated, they haven't voted on anything, they haven't donated any money, nothing. So I left them out intentionally. I'm not going to be the type to just revoke their citizenship, but it might have to turn out that way in case this bill that's actually in our agenda today passes. What else is there? So minus the 5, there is 16 active citizens. So the majority would be 9 citizens, just about. 9 citizens would be the majority. So as long as the approval rating reaches the majority of people to approve the creation of the Federation Nation in the future, the long future, because it's a slow project, then the Nixie government is good to go on becoming a bigger centralized nation with other nations. So, and the goal of the USO is to basically become a bigger nation. But right now, its priority goal is to have 13 nations. Right now, we only have three. We have three nations that are signatories, and we have two nations that are endorsers. So, yeah, the Principality of Vermont and the Democratic Republic of Boliga are our endorsers. So they're endorsing us, and they're going to give us suggestions and help out a little bit with the Federation Nation. They just don't want to be part of it yet. They want to see how it goes first, which is fine. So, and like I said, I'm not going to put as much into it because I don't want it to accidentally end up becoming a YAMO. I hate that word so damn much. I honestly despise Ruthenia for even inventing that word, really. So, I don't want it to be considered a YAMO. I want it to be considered a legitimate project. I'm already disappointed in the micronational community as it is for just taking sides in general. Opinions are different. Having an opinion and taking sides are two different things. Okay? If you go as far as either declaring war or doing sanctions or just cutting ties with nations all because of something that macro nations are doing, why are you even a nation? Why? Why are you even a nation? So I don't get it, but that's just my view. Take it for what it's worth. But other than that, we had the MA meeting yesterday again. It was day 2. Yeah, it was. It was day 2. Was it day 2? Because today's the 12th, and was it? No, it was day 2. Sorry, my brain is fried. So yeah, yesterday was day 2 of the meeting. We're not going to have another MA meeting today because domestic issues come first. We have a Nixie Unicameral meeting today at 7:30. So Sunday, which is tomorrow, we will have the MA meeting. I couldn't make a video yesterday either because of the MA meeting, so I apologize for that. But that's why I'm making up the time today. So I'm trying to find other things to talk about. I guess I could talk about the things that we endorse. What does the Queen of the Nix movement endorse while they're still technically Americans? Well, there's a lot. I mean, I'm libertarian. I'm a member of the Libertarian Party, so I mean, I am biased when it comes to the Libertarian Party. That part I will admit. I don't like the two-party system. I believe if we're gonna have political parties in any government, then all parties have to be allowed to be in it. Every single one. It has to be allowed in it. Green, libertarian, constitutional, even communist and socialist, and even the ones that we usually do not like. They should be allowed to still be in the government, regardless. And simple, if you don't want that party to be in the government, then don't elect them. I mean, that's really all I can say, but the people that are from political parties that we don't like are kind of hiding inside the two parties that are in power now. So, not electing them anymore will not help. You gotta make sure that all the other parties have ballot access, and so we can actually get more political parties involved in the government in the U.S. So the Queen of the Nix absolutely endorses the Libertarian Party of the United States. Obviously, we don't necessarily, as a movement, we don't necessarily support them ourselves. We can individually, as a person, endorse, donate money, and all that stuff to them, but the Queen of the Nix movement as a whole will not be affiliated or help supporting or endorsing or anything like that to the Libertarian Party of the United States because we're trying to declare independence. We're done with the United States. We're done. It is sad, but we are done. We're done with the whole BS of the government. So, but if you believe that America can be saved, okay, I mean, you could join the truck convoy that's already in DC, or you can join the Libertarian Party and vote for them, or join the Green Party. I actually don't care what third party you're in. You could be in any third party. I actually want you to look up every third party in the United States and find one that's right for you that cannot be Republican or Democrat. Because the Republicans and Democrats, believe it or not, they steal the ideas from the other parties and then use it as a messaging tool to get you to vote for them still. And then those promises that they say they do, they'll never do them. They just want to stay in office for a bit longer. They just use that to convince you to keep on electing them. So try your hardest to look up sources, look up all political parties. They are trying their best to get elected. Because what some of you might not realize, your tax money is going to those two parties. And that's illegal. Your tax money is going to those two parties. You know how we did our taxes and it'll ask you what political party you're in? That's supposed to tell you something. Because your tax money is going to those two parties. The Libertarian Party is not funded by your tax money. It can be, but they have to reach a specific amount of votes to be funded by the tax money. They don't want to be funded by your tax money, but if that's the only way to beat the system, it's the only way to beat the system. Because it's hard to get donations. Because the Libertarian Party is getting killed from the inside by the two parties that are in power. Why? Because they know the Libertarians are coming. And they're winning. If you haven't noticed, we've won over 300 to 400 elections in Pennsylvania. All local, some state, of course. But that's actually very important. Because not just new elections. They also run re-elections. So that tells you something. And that's in Pennsylvania, out of all places. So I recommend endorsing the Libertarian Party of the United States. You do not have to. I'm not going to tell you to. That's your right to do whatever. I just highly recommend, if you want to save America to an extent, stop voting for the two parties and vote for another party. Even if they lose in the next election, fight for it. Fight for that party to win. If they lose, you got another 4 years. Or whatever, how many years in the local and state level. You should vote for parties in the local and state level anyway, because if we change the cities, we change the county. If we change the county, we change the other counties. And when we change the other counties, we change the state. If we change the states, then the nation changes. The bottom up, not the top down. The top down will fail. Because you still got the foundation that's holding the two parties up. So you gotta start from the foundation, which is the cities. And there's a lot of work to do in the cities. So the Libertarian Party is definitely what I guess it's what it's on the endorsement list, and it's meant for the people, not really the government endorsing them. I think I might have written it where it says the government endorses them. Well, I'm gonna change that if I did. It's meant to be an endorsement where what we believe what the people of Nick should endorse is how it should said. What they should endorse. Because the Nixie government, if we're trying to become a country, we shouldn't really advocate for another country's political party. So if it does say that in our document center, I will change that. But it's supposed to be for individuals to endorse them. We also endorse small local businesses, regardless of where they're at. Obviously in the United States, but regardless of where they're at, especially in our county areas, our 9 counties. So there's a lot of small businesses. And every single one is in our endorsement list. Every single one is in our endorsement list. So it's a lot of businesses. And if you want to try them out, go for it. We've actually declared a local business as our royal delicacy, meaning that's probably going to be our meeting spot between me and the Queen. Because that's declared a royal delicacy. That is now like the the official royal spot for the royal family to go out to eat from expensive meetings. The restaurant's called Brasserie Provence on Hurstbourne Parkway in Iroquois County in Nix. So, beautiful place. The duck was great. Um, let's see, what else is there? Um, so that's about it on that one. What else do we endorse? Oh, there's also websites that we that you should endorse as well. That we think that it won't really save America in its entirety, but it helps that web because the website sponsors them, and the people that made the website also helps people that are I guess try to save America in their own way. So there's advocates.org. Try that. It'll help you figure out what political ideology you are. You could pop up as a libertarian. You could pop up as a conservative, a liberal, a statist. Pop up somewhere. I did it. Obviously, I became a libertarian. That's not the reason why I'm libertarian. But when I did the website and did all the questions and whatever, it popped me up as a libertarian. So, which is not surprising. But I think one of our senators tried it, and she popped up as a centrist. Yeah, she popped up as a centrist. So, see, it's not a libertarian-based survey website, because you could pop up as a centrist too. And there's people all over the place that pops up as conservatives and liberals. So, yeah, try out the advocates.org to try to see what political ideology are you. And if it's wrong, if you believe it's wrong, then you believe it's wrong. The consumer gets to decide what's right and wrong. When it comes to a product or service. So that's how it's supposed to be. What else is there? Trying to think. I mean, I got the endorsement list written down. I mean, I guess I could pull it up. Maybe I should have done it. Maybe I should have pulled it up. So I could talk about it more. Let's see. I actually don't see it on. Oh, you know what? It's in our Commerce Document Center. That's where it's at. It's in our Commerce Document Center. Give me 1 second. Here it is. Click that. There it did, maybe. There we go. Endorsements. All right. There's quite a lot. I'm gonna let y'all know now. We even endorse books. We have a books. Let's see. The government only endorses. Yep, it does say the government endorses. Well, we're under the temporary constitution anyway, so everything that the Nixie government does is temporary. So I guess just go with it. Honestly. So the endorsement list is businesses the government endorsed and recommends by county. The government only endorses locally based small businesses and will stop endorsing them when they have properties in 3 separate locations. So basically what that means, if you're a small business and you manage to get locations in 3 or more states, or anywhere else really, if you manage to get a lot of locations, that means you're doing well. That means you're doing okay, and that also means you don't need our endorsement. That means you're doing good. You're doing something right for you to get big, so you don't need our endorsement anymore. But if you're still small, you're struggling, and we'll try to endorse you and spread the word about you. I mean, that's how we do it. We hope we get sponsors. If they look up this talk show, we hope to get sponsors from those places. I've already mentioned one restaurant. I've already mentioned one website, so I'm hoping we get sponsors. I'm not expecting the Libertarian Party to endorse me, but we do have a lot of Libertarian Party members following the Queen of Nix movement. So that might say something. I mean, I don't know. We're trying to make a country declaring independence from the United States. So, and there's actually been a lot of talks of secession anyway in the U.S. now again. So it's a maybe. But anyways, to continue on, Yeah, for media, books, and virtual businesses, it can be anything with no limitations. So we can literally, it doesn't have to be based in our counties. It could be anywhere. So it could be a Indian website, a Russian website, a Chinese website, a Japanese website. Whatever website it is. Um, And then there's volunteer organizations, which is okay. So such as the Saskatchewan Health Authority can be included as long as it is not being funded by taxpayers' money and is not being controlled by the government's location. See, we don't endorse businesses or volunteer organizations that are either chartered or funded by taxpayers' money from any nation that include in our county area anyway. So our resident from County 9 in the Saskatchewan region, he recommended me that, or suggested to me that I should add the volunteer organization known as the Saskatchewan Health Authority. And I was looking it up, I was researching it, I did my research, and um, I allowed it, but it's under I allow it to be endorsed for us to spread the word about it and everything, but it's under observation because it's I actually could not find any information if it's being taxpayer funded by the Canadian people or if it's actually, receiving donations and getting funded that way. Okay, so if it's receiving donations and getting funded by donations only, then we'll absolutely endorse that 100%. But if it's getting chartered by the government, there's no point of endorsing it because the government will always have money. So, um, let's see. Oh, there's another website. It's actually a search engine. I heard a lot of criticism about it lately. I hope it's still around. But I want you all to try it anyway. There's another one too. I think it's called Pre-Search. So look that up too. Apparently you get paid for using it. So I guess look up Pre-Search if you want. But the ones we're endorsing right now is called DuckDuckGo. That's a search engine, and they protect your privacy. They prevent you from getting tracked by Google, Facebook, Twitter, everybody. They prevent you from getting tracked by anybody and protecting your privacy. I don't know what the criticism is all about. I heard a tweet saying they gave in to the establishment, but I don't know what the tweeter meant by that entirely. Maybe their website got shut down or something, but as far as I know, yeah. There's media and podcasts and news. There's YouTube channels that we definitely endorse. But it's up to you to look at them and test them out for yourself. If you don't like them, you don't like them. We're not going to tell you to like them. So we definitely follow. The Sharpway Show, who is run by Larry Sharp. He has two channels. He is a libertarian. I think right now he is running for governor of New York as a libertarian. I think he's doing that now. I think he's campaigning for it, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've been watching Larry Sharp, so I don't know if he's still running or not. So that part I do not know. All I know is that he's been, um, he's done his county tours, but I don't know if he's actually running. But he has his own podcast. He's a great libertarian guy, great speaker. He knows what he's talking about. He doesn't know everything, but he knows what he's talking about when he brings up something. Um, so I recommend checking him out. He's a good guy. Um, I actually managed to get him to talk about one of my comments I made on his show live. So that was actually pretty fun. That was like a year or two ago, I think. But it was still fun. Obviously, Nick's Delta broadcast. Subscribe, like, dislike, hit that bell so you can get informed on Nick's Delta broadcast. We also endorse a free solution on radio WYSL, also based in New York. Larry Sharp's on it as well. And I forgot the other guy's name, and I feel bad about it. But he's the main guy of the radio show, I believe. So him and Larry take turns on taking up the radio show. So go on, look up the free solution or a free solution on YouTube, and they're good. Another YouTube channel we endorse is called America Uncovered, which is basically a guy that what's his name? I think his name is, I can't figure out his name. I don't want to. I'm going to assume Chris. I'm going to assume his name is Chris, and um, he covers a lot of American news. He calls out the hypocrisy of other big medias. He calls out YouTube for taking him down all because he's calling everybody out. But we leave it to your discretion. If you think he's wrong, then he's wrong. If you think he's right, then he's right. But information is just information. We decide if it's right and wrong. So I guess you could say he's both a talk show and a news, because he definitely broadcasts the news. But it's opinionated at the same time. So he's a great guy. I like him. I like watching his episodes. He's actually pretty funny. So I recommend it. This one we definitely endorse. This one's called News to Share, and what it is a YouTube channel that actually broadcasts protests, riots, activities, everything live for like an hour or three. Okay, and they don't talk. I mean, they do talk, but they don't do like interviews with a mic and everything. Sometimes they do, but they don't do it a lot. That's the best part about it. We hear none of them talk. We only hear what the people are screaming about, what the people are protesting about, what the people are yelling about, what the people are fighting about. That's all we see, and that's all we hear. And that's what I like about that channel, is that we don't hear the people commentating about it. We just hear what's going on in the background. So that's the best part about it. We hear the people in the background, and that's the best. That's why I like that channel. It's the best. It's the best part about that channel. It's great. I haven't watched it in a while, but I've seen a lot of protests. I mean, the trucker convoy in D.C. Their news to shares all over it. So they don't just cover America. Turns out they actually cover other places of the world. So look it up. And then, of course, there's our clerk's YouTube channel, because she's a YouTuber of her own right. So her YouTube channel is called Storm Venue. So just look her up. She's into Pokemon and all that stuff, so just look her up and, subscribe to her as well. She's been a real help. Trying to spread the word about us and everything, so so try your best to subscribe to her channel as well if you can. Be appreciated. Alrighty, so there's a lot of businesses. I'm not even going to name them, but there's 27 total businesses in Lavender County, and there's quite a few. Not a lot of them have websites, which is not a surprising thing. Not a surprising thing, because Lavender County is mostly nothing but countryside. Of course, you got the banks that are technically local. You got auto sales, pharmacies, funeral homes. Some of those got websites. Iroquois County. There's 22 total businesses that we endorse, and 17 of that 22 are banks, which is not surprising. I mean, banks are tending. I know some banks are chartered by the government, but they're technically local and small businesses, and there's actually nothing wrong with local banks. We don't endorse like Chase or Wells Fargo, Chase, other big banks that are actually all over the place. PNC, we don't endorse them. Just the local banks that are like locally around and not really all over the continent. So, in Floyd County, we've only found 5 businesses, believe it or not. 3 of them are food places, 1 of them is a bank, and 1 is a window installation service. So, we got County 4. There's 12 businesses there, and I think it's the second county that actually has a firearms store that's local. Yeah, Skull Firearms. That's the only gun shop in County 4. So if you need a firearm to protect yourself in the area, I recommend it. Linden County, which is where I currently live, has 48 total businesses that we found. That's quite a bit. Like 11 of them are food and drink places. 1 of them is a storage facility. 5 of them are salons. There's 2 barbershops, 2 vape shops, 1 grocery store, 1 pest control, 2 private schools, 5 healthcare facilities and pharmacies, 2 contractor companies, 2 auto repairs, 1 car wash, 1 clothes store, 4 massage parlors, 2 realtors, 1 tobacco shop, 2 financial businesses, 3 insurance agencies, 1 property management, and 1 watch repair store. So a majority of those, believe it or not, are in downtown Linden. So fun. We haven't found anything in County 6, County 7, and County 8. Montega County, then County 7, County 8. We haven't found those any businesses there yet. I'm trying to get reports from the residents to give me suggestions on the things there. In County 9, the residents there gave us suggestions. There's the Windsor Hotel in Fleming, which is not a declared Nixon city yet. Yes, there's only two places. One's a hotel, and the other one's the volunteer organization I mentioned, which is the Southeast Integrated Care Center of the Saskatchewan Health Authority. So, yeah, interesting places. We endorse a lot. We want to try our best to promote small local businesses in our areas, so they can get up and running and whatever. So how we do it, really, how to help them out is to basically take a break from the convenient big guys and try the little guys. Okay, if like one's expensive, to go to another little guy and see if they're less expensive. I mean, that's how competition works, how capitalism works. Don't go to the big guy all because he's convenient. They should be the most boycotted right now because they're the ones trying to swallow the little ones up. So, sadly, I haven't been. I've been going to Kroger for brief things, but I'm trying my best to look for a grocery store that'll help me. Let's see. There's only one other grocery store, but all it has is Asian foods, which I have no problem with. I just haven't tried it yet, so I might try that in the future. I don't know when. But of course, where I live, there's nothing but the big guys here, which is honestly annoying because I really don't feel like going to Kroger. I think Kroger has bad customers, and I don't think they have bad services. But with everything going on lately, Kroger could just take anything off the shelves if they really want to. So the company itself is bad. Walmart and Myers, it's ridiculous. We also endorse books too, and the only book in our endorsement list so far is Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell or Sowell. So I recommend it. I highly recommend it. That's about it on the endorsement list. So if you have any suggestions on what local small businesses that we should endorse, please comment below or message us. Contact us. We will contact back. Okay. So, yeah, so that's about it. That's about it on that one on the endorsement list. So I thought that was cool. It was quite interesting. Um, let's see. Yeah. So I can't wait for the meeting today. We're gonna be just because there's a bill that I really want passed that really needs to be passed, and I want it done and over with, so we can actually get things done smoothly and not have to worry about our inactive citizens taking up all the space. Really, I really don't want to revoke citizenships, but if I have to, I will. I really don't want to, but I don't like inactivity. If you're a part of this movement, then do everything for this movement if you can. We're not going to force you to help the movement, but if you're going to be part of a movement that plans on living on an island and letting you do basically almost whatever you want, and I mean whatever you want, because it is your life, not the government's. Why wouldn't you dedicate yourself to doing it? Okay, when we get the island, we're not going to immediately declare independence anyway, because if we get the island, we still have to develop it. We still got to build roads on it. We still got to build houses on it. We still got to build a structure on it. We still got to build government stuff on it. So yeah, when we get the island, we're sadly still going to be part of the U.S. If it's the island I'm thinking of, we're going to be under North Carolina's jurisdiction. So yeah, we're going to have to pay all the dumbass taxes and all the dumb government crap that we have to buy and crap. Yeah, so don't get me wrong. I don't. That part's obvious. It's obvious. We're not going to declare independence overnight. That's never been a thing. We've been working on this for 5 years, and we should have gotten the island by now. Okay, we should have been developing the island by now in these 5 years. But no, because it wasn't meant to happen yet, unfortunately. So, excuse me. So no, we're prepared. We're politically prepared. We just need to get physically and financially get prepared. Because we're not. And we can't get financially prepared if we're not physically prepared. Okay? We need citizens that are dedicated into telling the government no, funding our cause, and get on this island, establish a government, so we can leave you alone. That's what we want. We want y'all to be on a paradise island. I don't know if it'll be paradise to everybody, but paradise island. It's not the name of the island, I'm just giving it a name. Okay? It's an island off the east coast, subtropic. Excuse me. Mostly warm. It'll definitely have storms. It actually has a tornado watch right now. It's got horses, it's got animals, a beach. It has beaches. Okay? Establish a government, and then leave you alone. Simple as that. I mean, we plan on basing our founding constitution a little bit from both the U.S. and Switzerland. The combination of the two, and including some other parts of places that we base our things off of with our little tweaks. Yeah, that's all we're trying to do. But we can't do it without your help. I mean, if you're gonna be part of the movement, you got to be dedicated. I mean, I'm 99, 90, if not 95% of the time, I'm by myself. I am absolutely by myself. Oh, did I lose my mic? What happened? Why did Twitch do? Oh, here we go. Messed up. That was weird because I noticed my mic wasn't moving. So like I said, get the island, establish a government, leave you alone, and we can't do it without your help. We need dedicated citizens. We need funding. Those are the only two things we're missing. We're politically ready. We're not afraid to tell the government bye. We're not afraid. Some citizens are. I know. They think They think that this won't happen. Some of them actually don't think this will happen. Some of them think that this is just a phase of a young man that's wanting to do this because he's young, he's creative, but when he gets older, he'll know everything, and then he'll become a slave to the government eventually. That will never happen. Or they think I might be doing this because I'm autistic. I am. I am officially autistic, functioning autism, and because of that, I have a lot more creativity. I guess a lot more creativity than a normal person would. And then some people might think that this is considered secession when in legality it technically is, and believe it or not, people have the right to secede. That is a thing. Because if not, South Sudan would not have become a new country. If people didn't have the right to secede, okay, then there's a lot of countries that shouldn't even be made. It's like this, saying the right of secession is illegal is basically saying countries shouldn't exist. The U.S. seceded from the U.K. What else? India seceded from the UK. Barbados officially seceded from the UK. Canada seceded from the UK. Haiti seceded from the UK. Cuba seceded from Spain. Or did we buy that? I think the U.S. bought it. Mexico seceded from Spain. So, no, secession is the right of the people, whether they have an official government or not. So, secession should be the most common thing. If we can't fix the government in the current country, then we have no choice but to secede. But if you don't let the people secede, they're going to try to force their way to secession because they don't want to be part of the country anymore. That's why in NICS we're going to do it the peaceful way: get an island, develop it, establish a government, leave you alone, declare independence, and then leave you alone even more. And then, of course, boost trade, all that stuff. We're a neutral nation, so we're going to trade with everybody. And I mean everybody. If we have a trade agreement with one country, we will have a trade agreement with another country. And if other countries start pressuring us for, no, you can't do this because that country's bad, it hurt their own people, okay? I'm still going to give their people something to use so they can fight their government. We're not going to intervene. And we're not going to intervene either. I'll die first. So, no. Um, so, yeah, no, that's how the Cleveland Knicks should do it, is doing. What else is there? Um, we have a town hall meeting planned on April 2nd. I think in Cherokee Park in Iroquois County. Um, so hopefully that'll go well. I mean, we got T-shirts to sell, so not a lot. I wasn't able to be financially stable enough to buy other T-shirts. So I think all I got is 10 T-shirts. I think they're all in large. Yeah, I think they're all large. It's a basic T-shirt. It says you're a member or citizen, and then you get a white shirt. It's got a flag in the back. That's all it really has. But it's to help show it off. I got my ledger on how much I'm selling it for and everything. We don't have an online shop yet. I'm too ignorant to figure that out. Because like I said, we don't have a lot of help. But yet other Micronations can manage to get people that are dedicated enough to help. So, which I don't understand. Sometimes I feel like we're rigged. Oh, what else is there? Oh, and by the way, if it sounds like I'm talking negatively about Knicks, I'm not. I'm not trying to. I mean, I really want to be positive. I am trying to be the most positive person about the Knicks movement I'm making. I do believe Knicks will become a thing, but I want it to become a thing faster than its current pace. If that makes sense, I want it to be faster than its current pace. Because its current pace right now, I'm afraid I'm gonna die of old age before it becomes a country. Legit. So we need help. We need help from anybody who is interested. We're not gonna beg for help, even though it might sound like it. We're not gonna beg for help. I told y'all where to go to apply for citizenship. If you can't find it, then let me know. I'll help you get the document so you can sign it, and then we'll get it done and over with. And I'll let you know of any government positions that are open. If you want to be in a government position, if you want to be a donor, donate money. I'll tell you where to go on that, and then all that stuff. So just let us know, and we'll get you set up. We will. We will definitely get you set up. There's no problem with that. Oh, let's see. What else is there? I can't think of anything else in all honesty. Uh, I actually can't think of anything else, guys. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart and now I can't think of anything. I basically just let out everything that y'all should know about in the talk show and our movement. If it sounds like my voice sounds a little depressy, I guess it's allergies because the weather went down to cold and now my nose is attempting to get stuffy and um, so it's making my throat all bubbly and crap. So if it sounds like I'm a little depressy, I'm not. Um, so just disregard the tone of voice. I promise I'm definitely enlightened. I was excited about yesterday. Yesterday was actually a good day. Um, and I'm excited about the day. We're gonna get this unicameral meeting started at 7:30 tonight, and I think it's gonna go well. The Queen is expected to be at the meeting. I confirmed that yesterday. I just hope she lives up to it. She's trying her best too. I promise. Like I said, it's not just me, but 95% of the time it is just me. But everybody's got a life. Everybody's got things to do. I'm just a guy um, living with someone else. Um, I'm trying to get a house to myself. I mean, trying to save up money in my savings so I can get a house to myself, so I can do more Nick stuff at my property and show it off to my neighbors. Because I will. I ain't afraid to do it. So I'm gonna show off Dick stuff in my house if once I get one, wherever it's at. Um, but I know it's hard to do when you're living with someone else. Um, so no, I mean I'm doing personal stuff too. I'm just like everybody else. I mean, granted, I don't have kids. I have a job. Um, and then when I get home, I don't do nothing. I get on the talk show, talk to you guys, which I'm happy about. So y'all, y'all are amazing. So please subscribe, please like, so I can like y'all back. um, then when there's nothing else to do, I just sit down and watch TV. I mean, I'm just a normal Joe. That's all I am, just a normal Joe. Just trying to make a better place for people, not just me, just for people. And it wasn't just my view, it's the Queen's view as well. So me, the Queen, and one of the ministers are the original founders of the Queen of the Nix movement. So and we've been working on this for 5 years, and it almost got to the point where we gave up on it, but we decided to keep it going. We decided to not give up on it because we almost gave up on it until the government got even worse in the U.S. Um, so it's like, yeah, we need to step up our game. And no, I don't mean just Biden. No, I don't mean just Obama. I mean Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, and Biden. Those are the 5 presidents I lived through. All 5 of them are bad. Every one. Not because I'm a libertarian, I'm biased against them. Out of everybody, and it's my honest opinion, I shit you not, it's my honest opinion. Out of all 5 of these, Trump is better, but he is definitely not perfect. Because he still bombed people. Something that we extremely condemned. He bombed less people, but he still bombed people in other countries. So, um, but I did like Trump's diplomatic skills. He was a bit more politically aggressive, and that's what the Queen is like. The Queen is a little bit politically aggressive as well towards other nations, which is actually how we should be, but not too much. Like, we want to get our point across, and we want to make sure they get our point, or we're not going to talk to them anymore. And I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. We got to show that we can actually stand up for ourselves when someone is representing to be the voice of an entire nation. So that's how it's supposed to be. So I do agree with some, not all, some of former President Trump's diplomatic actions, but no, he's not the perfect president. No, and I mean, I was doubting him too. I was absolutely skeptical about him. I still am skeptical about him, about what policies he's done, all that stuff. I'm not saying I hate Trump. I don't even hate Biden either, but they're both bad. They're both still bad. I mean, The only thing I like about Biden so far is he's not sending troops to Ukraine. However, he is still sending troops to other countries, to the border of Ukraine. So I guess I should still consider that sending American troops to Ukraine because it's what they're attempting to do, I guess. So, but no, all the presidents are absolutely bad. The only thing I like about Bill Clinton is that he actually made it a way where he was actually getting us out of debt until his second term. Because when his second term came, that's when the economy, or not the economy, sorry, that's when the debt. There's a difference. That's when the debt started going back up again. So I don't know what happened. It was crappy. So no, all five presidents that lived through are absolutely terrible. Because they haven't entirely fixed everything. So like, I mean, even Trump had enough time to fix a lot of things, and he didn't. So, and neither is Biden. It doesn't even look like Biden's fixing anything. So it's like whatever. So no. And believe it or not, the Queen of Nick started while Trump was president. Queen of Nick started on September 21st, 2017. We didn't start when Obama was in office. We started when Trump was in office. So, but it's because of the U.S. policies that are in place right now and how the U.S. is right now, from 2017 to now, is the reason why the Queen of Nix is being made. Because it's absolute crap. The American people, or anybody really, should be going through these things. There are people that have went through civil wars, and they will tell you that taxation is absolutely theft. Because when they came here, they're going to tell you too. Why should the government steal my money? Yeah, we get refugees here that ask that question. Why is the government taking our money? We just got here. We just became citizens of a country. There's no such thing as a civilized society if we're being taxed on it. Stealing someone's money is not civilized. Just letting y'all know. That's why the Queen of Nix made a system where it's voluntary taxation, where it's publicly documented, except for the name, of course. Okay, you get to choose where that tax money goes, and your tax money only gets taken for a whole year. When the year is up, the contract's void, and then you get negotiate with us. Hey, you want to pay taxes again? It's like, no, I'm not financially ready. Okay, we'll wait till you're financially ready, and that's it. You walk away. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You make more money again in Nix, and then if you're ready to, like, if there's a project somewhere on the island, you're like, and it's like you believe that it should get funded, it should be built or get done. It's like, hey, I want to sign up to have taxes go into that. It's like, okay, done. Simple as that. I know it sounds wishful thinking, but I promise that's the easiest taxation policy on the planet, and that's actually how it should be. And if you think people won't do it, I highly doubt that, because if you guys are willing for the government to steal your money to get things done, then you might be willing enough for you to give me your money without me putting a gun to your head or threatening to put you in a cage. All because you won't give me your money that you work for, that you got paid with. I don't believe in that. So, always know that compulsory taxation is absolute theft. Wait a minute, only does voluntary taxation. And in our founding constitution, out of all the taxes in the world I agree with, we're still considering if it's even going to be a thing or not. Out of all the taxes that we will ever make it compulsory, that actually has a limit, and if, in some cases it might even have a sunset clause. Like I said, we're considering even allowing it. We might not even. And that is a mandatory sales tax. 2% max. It can go down to 0, or it can go to 2. Okay, that's it. The highest is 2%. The unicameral is not even allowed to change it. So, I'm busy. I'm busy right now. I'm recording. Yeah, don't come in. I'm busy. So yeah, from 0% to 2%, sales tax. So we're considering on, doing that or not. So, um, yeah, so we're still in discussion on that. We don't know if it's going to be in our founding constitution or not. So, alrighty. Look at that. It's already been an hour since I've been on this show. So, I have nothing else to talk about, so I guess I'll end it here, folks, on this episode of the Nixie Acolyte Talk Show. Thank you for joining us. I hope to see y'all. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, spread the word. You want to be a citizen? Comment below, or look up our links and contact us on there. Make sure you subscribe to Nick's Delta Broadcast. Get ready for them for next week. And we are no longer broadcasting the weather since they're coming back next week. So, yay. The Nixie Acolyte Talk Show will have extra thing for Mondays. So we'll see what it's going to be. So thank you all for joining us. I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles.